Hello everyone, long time no see. It's your crazy bunny lady here again. um, Today I'm doing a VR to a hashtag 22 faves. And the idea of this hashtag is to go through all of your tarot decks and pick your favorite major arcana cards. So that's what I'll be doing. And I don't know who originally started this tag. It's an old one. The oldest videos I think are from 5 years ago. Um, but recently uh, recently this tag has been going around again, and I got my inspiration from watching Sandi at Exploring Tarot. She did a wonderful two-part VR to this hashtag, and it was really entertaining to watch. It was wonderful, and after I finished watching her videos, I went to the tag and watched a whole load of other VRs, and that's what I've been doing the past couple of days actually. And now that I've watched so many of them, I really wanted to join in and pick my own favorite major arcana cards as well. It's been so fun to see everyone's picks, and it's been really fun to go through my own tarot cards or tarot decks as well. So yeah, let's just jump right in, shall we? So the first major arcana, of course, is the Fool, and I have two picks for the Fool, and this one is from the Ostara Tarot that I actually just got yesterday. So I haven't worked with it much, but I absolutely love some of the cards in it. Actually, I love most of the cards in the deck, and this Fool is one of them. Absolutely, I love that she's this young witch who's flying on her broom towards the sun. I just love this witchiness. Everything witchy is always warming my heart and close to my heart. And this other Fool is from the English Magic Tarot. And this actually has been my ultimate favorite Fool card before I got this one. So there's a little competition right now going on between these two. But I think I'm still going to pick this one to be my favorite, very favorite Fool. Mainly because of what reads in the guidebook. The guidebook for this deck is really, really good. It's absolutely brilliant, and I highly recommend this deck to everyone who's interested in, well, English magic. so yeah, this Fool doesn't have a dog as his companion. He has a hare, and I'm actually going to read right from the guidebook what it says about the hare, because I absolutely love that. And of course, being a crazy bunny lady, I love hares, I love bunnies, I love all those animals. But yeah, in the guidebook it says, usually the Fool is accompanied by a small dog, but here Rex, the artist, here Rex has given him a hare instead. According to mythology, the hare is wise and mad all at once, just like the Fool. As with any mammal that survives by running fast, hares have disproportionately large hearts. It's what gives them the oomph to escape the hounds. How appropriate. Like the hare, the Fool's heart is huge and wide open. So I just really, really love that take on the Fool. So that's why this one is my absolute favorite Fool. Okay. Then next up is the Magician. And for that I also got two cards. First one is from the Tarot of Pagan Cats. And I just love his grin. He's looking so mischievous and like he knows a lot of stuff that I don't. I just love his face. Yeah, that grin is wonderful. And I love all the artwork in this deck. It's really, really beautiful, and it's cats. Like, who doesn't love cats? The other one that I picked is from the Starman Tarot, and I mean, it's David Bowie. Who doesn't like him? I love him. And it's really interesting, and it's really, really thought-provoking in this card that he has a key in one hand, and in the other he has a gun or pistol, whatever you call that. And for me, it really made me think how the magician has all this power, and he can use it to unlock some secrets with a key, or he has the ability to use his powers and all his skills destructively as well, and he has to choose like how he's going to use all these skills and powers that he has. So I think, as much as I do love this cat here, I think this is my favorite full card here. The Starman Tarot is one that I haven't worked a lot. I got it for a birthday present last year, but it's one of those that I mainly have for collection, but it really is wonderful. I should definitely take it out and use it more than I do, but it's a quite heavy deck, so I don't take it out lightly, you know. But anyway, this is my favorite magician. Next up is the High Priestess, and I actually got 4 cards for High Priestess. First one is this. This is from the Thelema Tarot, and she's absolutely beautiful, isn't she? I love this mysticism in her. Next one is again from the English Magic Tarot. It's this picture of an older woman diving into the water, where you can see a reflection of a younger woman looking back at her and the moon in the background. And it's really, really powerful card in my opinion. Next one is from the Pirate Tarot. It's called the Figurehead instead of the High Priestess. And I just love this. Again, there's this mysticism in her. And there are some keywords here: transcendence, spirituality, mystery. Again, very, very fitting for the High Priestess. And she's just beautiful, you can see. And the fourth one, last one, is from the Ethereal Visions Tarot. And again, it's just so aesthetically pleasing. This card is so stunning and beautiful, like many of the cards in this deck are. So yeah, these are my favorite High Priestesses. But if I had to pick just one, as I am trying to do for all these cards, I think it's going to have to be this one. It's so again thought-provoking, and again the guidebook really describes this card really well, and what it symbolizes and all that. And I just love this woman diving into the deep, deep waters, and she's old and she's young at the same time. There's the moon, and I just love this card, absolutely. So that was my favorite High Priestess. Next up, naturally, is the Empress, and I got 3 picks for this card. Here's again from the English Magic Tarot. This one is very interesting. She's looking very powerful, isn't she? But at the same time, she's very connected to the nature, sitting on this tree. Yeah, it's really cool. Next one is from the Tarot Art Nouveau, and this is the mini version that I have. And this is really beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, very aesthetically pleasing. And the last one is from the Mystic Fairy Tarot. Is it called Mystic Fairy? I need to check. Yes, Mystic Fairy Tarot. And again, she's very beautiful. And she's sitting on this. Is that a poppy? Or what flower is this? I'm not sure, but she is absolutely surrounded by flowers and greenery and yeah. For this one, I think, yeah, I'm going to pick this one. This is just so beautiful. I do really love this Empress card. She's very gentle. So I'm not sure if an Empress should be more powerful looking like this one here is, but I just really love this card. So I'm going to pick it. I'm not going to think too much about this. Okay, next one is the Emperor. And before we go into that, I have to admit that the Emperor and the Hierophant are very shadowy cards for me. I have issues with those cards. I have a anarchist heart that doesn't like authority figures. So the Emperor is always one that I have, like I said, issues with. Yeah, that's my bunny doing bunny things. Okay. So also I apologize if you hear some background noises. My bunnies are awake and doing their stuff, so there might be some noise going on in the background. So, but anyway, the Empress here is the Emperor from the Ostara Tarot. Very cool. Next one is from the Pirate Tarot. Again, I really like this deck, this tarot deck. This is clearly Blackbeard, isn't he? It would teach. At least in my mind, he's Blackbeard. And lastly, this card from the Animal Wise Tarot. That's picturing an eagle, and again has some key words in there. And yeah, previously I think the Blackbeard was my favorite emperor, but now that I have the Ostara Tarot, this is my favorite emperor. He doesn't look too assertive, too authoritative. Is that a word? Authoritative? Maybe. He doesn't look like something that's going to buzz me around. He's an ally more than an authority figure. And of course, I know there's this authoritative side in Emperor. It goes with the card. But again, he's looking more approachable than most of the emperors that I've seen. So he's my favorite one. Next up is the Hierophant. Again, a shadowy card for me. I have problem with authority figures and also religious figures. So that's why I double amount of issues for me in the Hierophant. But the first one is again from the Ostara Tarot. I like that there isn't a figure in this card as much of this book and these pages, and really shows this knowledge aspect in the Hierophant, how the knowledge is how do I say what I mean? How the knowledge is passed down to other people, and there's this candle that's shining light to this knowledge. So I really like this one. The next one is from the Mystic Fairy Tarot. This is called the Priest, and this figure looks very shamanic to me. So it's not this Catholic or Christian pope or authority figure that I have issues with. This is someone else, and I could really listen to what he has to say and what he has to teach me. I wouldn't have problems with this priest here. And the last one is from the Tarot at the End of the Rainbow, and I really like this card because this depicts this very ancient fairy figure who's teaching things to this people who look really just regular human men, and they're bowing down to this elemental figure. And I really like that aspect of this card. I don't have the guidebook for this deck. I bought this secondhand and I got it fairly cheap, but it didn't have the guidebook. The seller said that it had been destroyed by her kid. So yeah, I wish I had the guidebook so I would know what it says about all of these beings and all of these cards. But anyway, which one is my favorite? Let me think. I really like all of them, but I want to pick just one. So I'm going to pick this one from the Ostara Tarot. Maybe I'm just in the honeymoon phase with the Ostara Tarot because it's the newest one that I have. So maybe that's clouding my judgment here. But I really like this one without the religious aspect, just the knowledge that is being shed a light on and being shared. So yeah, this is my favorite Hierophant. Next up is the Lovers, and I got 3 picks for it. Again, this one is from the Starman Tarot, and I really love this one. These 2 figures have the same face on them, as well as these 2 up above. But when you concentrate on these 2, it's just because they have the same face. I feel like they're like they are the different sides of the same coin, you know, and that really gives something to the Lovers. Next up is from the Mystic Fairy Tarot again, and this is just again so beautiful, so aesthetically pleasing. So I think that's why this is in my picks, but it's so beautiful. I love looking at this card. And the last one is from the Tarot de el Dios de los Tres. Now, excuse me for butchering Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, and so sorry. But yeah, this is, even though I don't like Lovers cards cards where they depict Adam and Eve. Again, it's that Christian aspect that I just don't vibe with. So usually I'm not into that. And usually this card would be in my nope pile. But I do love all the bright colors in this. I do love this owl instead of the angel that usually is above the Adam and Eve figures. And I do really love these two bulls in the background doing their thing in there. So this deck just makes me laugh many times. I just really like this. But I'm not sure if that still makes it my favorite. Nah, it's this one. It's this one from the Starman. I just really like this idea of two beings being the same essentially. Again, the two sides of the same coin. And I love this honey dripping on them and between her legs. I mean, that's cool, right? So yeah, this is my favorite lovers. Oh, I'm sitting on the floor and my leg is getting numb. Oh, okay. I try to find a better position to sit in. Okay, next one is the Chariot. And the first one for the Chariot is from the Tarot of Pagan Cats. This one with, I love the peacocks in it. This regular peacock and the albino peacock. They're just really pretty. And this cat again. The next one is from the Pirate Tarot. And this is depicting a person sailing on a smallish ship, or is that a boat? I'm not sure. But anyway, he is being guided with two dolphins, a black one and a white one, or a dark one and a light one. And I really like this take on the Chariot. And the last one is from the Ethereal Visions Tarot. And this is, again, it's just very aesthetically pleasing. It's easy on the eye. But I don't know. A Chariot is a card that I'm always feeling pretty neutral towards. It's not my favorite card, but it's not my least favorite card. So I don't have any strong feelings towards any of these cards. But if I had to pick one, let me think for a moment. I think it's either one of these. I'm going to pick this one from the Pirate Tarot. I just love the expression on this guy's face, and I love the movement of this card. Sorry, this is really glossy cardstock, so it's really hard to show on camera. But anyway, and I like these dolphins in here. So yeah, this is my favorite Chariot. Okay. Let's move on to Strength. And at first I had so many Strength cards that I really liked. So I had to cool it down to just 4 I am having right now in my hand. First one is from the Everyday Witch Tarot. And I really love this one. I love the way the lion is licking her palm, and she has power over this hurricane in the back, and it's a really beautiful card. Next one is from the Hanson Roberts Again, I love the gentleness in the way she's cuddling this lion, and even though her face is, there's some sternness in it, isn't there? But again, I just love their pose, how this lion has his head on her lap. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Next one I have is again from the Pirate Tarot, and this time there is no animal or lion. Is this person, this woman trying to control the, oh my god, is that called the wheel? No, what is that called? Is it the wheel of the ship? Oh gosh. Well, anyway, there's this storm going around. There's rain and there's a lightning strikes all around, and she's just trying to keep the ship steady and trying to get through this storm. And I love this depiction of the strength. The last one is again from the Ostara Tarot, and I like how this shows like two sides of the strength. There's this gentleness that's in here as well, like the way she's patting this dragon's head, and the dragon is looks like it's almost falling asleep, yeah, with its eye closed, and she's having this heart in there that she's protecting at the same time, but at the same time, um, she's missing an eye, so it tells that this taming the dragon hasn't been easy job. She's taken some damage in it. She's lost an eye during it, but in the end there's this gentleness, but there's this acknowledgement that it's not easy taking control of this beast. So this has usually been my favorite strength card, but I think it has been replaced by this, just because I like how this shows the two sides, the one being the gentleness, the gentle power over this beast, but at the same time shows that it hasn't been easy and there has been some damage in it. So this just looks like it's easy for her to control this little hurricane here and control the lion, and it's just very easy for her, whereas this shows that no, it's not always easy. And yeah, this is my favorite nowadays. Again, it might be the case that I'm in the honeymoon mood for the Ostara Tarot, but I don't know. Next one is the Hermit. Yes, and I have 3 cards for it. First one being from the Tarot of Pagan Cats. Really like this one. The cat having this cloth that's really torn, and you know, that over it, and having the lantern with it anyway. And the next one is from the Animal Wise Tarot, and I just love this barn owl in the deck. It's very, and I like how dark the image is, like you can barely see the barn owl in it, and that's very appropriate for the Hermit, I think. And the last one is from the Mystic Fairy Tarot, and it's this fairy again with his lantern surrounded by some mushrooms, and it's just very pretty. Again, which one would be my favorite? Sorry, I had to ask my bunny to stop chewing on some cardboard because it's making too much noise. Sorry about that. I think this is my favorite hermit. I just love this picture of this barn owl. Yeah, this is my favorite. Next up is the Wheel of Fortune. That is actually my birth card. So I always look, well, I'm always pretty critical when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune. Um, I just have high expectations for it, usually. Let's put it like that. First one is um, from the Pirate Tarot, and it's called The Winds. And I think it's really appropriate for the Wheel of Fortune. You know, the winds always change, and you cannot predict what, oh, you can to some extent, you can predict what wind is going to blow next, but you know, it's not certain, you know. So I really like that one. Next one is from the Art Nouveau mini tarot, and I love this depiction of the wheel. She has a blindfold on, so she cannot see which way this wheel is going to turn. I really like that one. And the last one again is from the Animal Wise tarot and has bears in it, and usually bears are depicted in the Hermit card, but I really like that they are in the Wheel of Fortune this time because they follow the seasonal changes, don't they? They go to hibernation for the winter and then they wake up during the spring. So I really think the bear is very fitting for the Wheel of Fortune. But which one is my favorite? Let me think. It's not this one, so I can put that aside. Either one of these. It's this one. Yeah. And this one actually was one of my first tarot decks that I ever bought. One of my first, I think this was the third one. So this also really has some nostalgic what I'm going to look. Well, anyway, it gets points from being nostalgic as well, but I really love this image of the Wheel of Fortune. So that is my favorite. Although this one is really close second. Really close. Next up is the Justice. And for that I got 4 cards. First one is from the Ethereal Visions tarot, and this just so again is very quite traditional justice, but it's very beautiful. I love this owl again, and it's just very pretty, isn't it? Next is from the Tarot del Dios de los Tres, and I love that there's Anubis in this card doing the weighing of the mind and the heart, or the feather and the heart that aren't actually in the scales right now, but anyway, they are the scales. And Anubis is a deity that I have well, I was about to say a really close connection with, but that's not actually it. I just really like this deity, Anubis. Yeah. So I really like him, so that's why I like this card. And again, I love all the colors in it. And next one is from the Animal Wise Tarot, and this is an elephant. I love elephants. They are one of my favorite animals. They are just so wise and emotional, and they are lovely. I love them. And the last one again is from the Ostara Tarot. This time it's not Anubis, it's Ma'at that's weighing the feather and the heart. So this is a bit more traditional than this, even though both of them are depicting Egyptian deities. So, favorite. It's this one. I just really like Anubis in this card. Even though he is not the deity that does the weighing, it's Ma'at who does, but he is the one that guides people to Ma'at, who does the weighing, and then he guides those people to the afterlife or to the not so pleasant option, depending on where they are going. So I love this card. And then we have the Hanged Man. I have 3 cards for it. This is from the Ostara Tarot. I really like the facial expression this person has, and I like the wolves that are sleeping on the ground. I like these pumpkin heads that are around. The guidebook didn't mention anything about these pumpkin heads, but I just really like them. They are cool, right? Next up is the Hanged Man from the Everyday Witch, and I like how, again, restful he looks. I love these stormy clouds in the background and the wind I can almost feel in this card, and I like how he is holding the key to his shackles. So I really like that one. And the last one is from the Mystic Fairy Tarot. This is the Hanged Fae, and again, this just very beautiful. He's hanging there, tangled in this flower, and yeah, it's really pretty. My favorite from these 3, let me, yeah, it's going to be this one. I just really love the facial expression on this face, you know, fairy's face. and again, it's just a really beautiful card. So this one is my favorite, Hanged Man or Hanged Fae in this case. Next one is the Death card, and again, I'm a Scorpio, so the death card is very important to me. First one is from the Pirate Tarot. I really like this one. There being in that we are in the bottom of the ocean. There's a ship that has sunk. There's a skull and an eel coming out of its eye socket. So it's a cool death card. Next up is this from the Tarot de los Dios de los Tres, and I really love this one. Kali is a matron deity for me, one of my matron deities, and I just really love this card. It's very fitting to have Kali in the death card, and I was really excited and ecstatic when I saw this card. I was overwhelmed with joy. Next up is from the Art Nouveau Mini Tarot, and it's just really beautiful. This death figure with her blue skin and roses in her head and the mask that she's holding. Very pretty. And the last one is from the Pagan Cats Tarot, and it's just really cool. This cemetery and this black cat looking at you all stern and serious, and these white roses and the sickle or the scythe, what's this called? Well, anyway, that thing is really cool card. But there's no question. My favorite is this one, although I really like the 3 other cards, but this one is just my favorite of all times. Yeah, I really love this card. And then naturally we have Temperance. And again, I have 4 cards. No, I have 5 cards. Oh my god. Okay. First one is from the Pirate Tarot. I really like this Temperance. And those of you who have watched Black Sails, doesn't this look like John Silver? It looks so much like John Silver from Black Sails. I love that series. It's one of my favorites. Next one is from the Tarot de los Dios de los Tres. And I really like this Temperance card. Even though I don't usually like Temperance cards where there's an angel, because I'm not into angels, I'm not into Christian anything. But even though this is an angel, I still like this card. I really love these 2 snails there at the bottom. So yeah, I really like this card. Then I have Temperance from the Halloween Tarot. This is the tarot in a tin version, so it's a little smaller, and I have cut the borders off so it's even smaller, but it's a nice mini deck. And again, I just love this witch doing her thing, making this potion and measuring every ingredient. And yeah, I really like the witchiness of this card. Next one is from the Tarot of Pagan Cats. I really like this one. I like how this cat is letting this goldfish go. I love the rainbow in the background, because you can't have a rainbow without the rain and the sunshine, so it needs both. Again, that's really appropriate with the Temperance. And I like how this rainbow is even reflecting on the water, so again, this duality aspect of the Temperance. I really like this card. And the last Temperance card is from the Ostara Tarot, and I really like this, how there are some prey animals up here, and then down here are the predators. And again, this speaks of the balance, that we can't have one without the other. We need both to keep the ecosystem going. And yeah, it's really nice. I really like all of these, all 5 of these cards. But I want to pick this one because of all the animals and how it makes me think about the nature and the world, how it needs like all these opposites. It can't go on without one or the other. So I really like this one. I'm going to pick this one. So I do really love all of these. Then we are going into the Devil. The first one I have is from the Starman Tarot, and again, David Bowie, and this time the whole outfit, and especially the eye patch, reminds me of the Rebel era of Bowie, and it really gives something to think about with in regards of the devil, like the Rebel and the devil. Yeah, it gives a new perspective to the devil. Yeah, so I really like this card. I really like Rebel. Yeah, I won't sing anymore. Next one is from the Ethereal Visions. Oh, hello. There's this nice reflection. So yeah, this is a very, very beautiful devil card, and I just love his expression with it. He's looking straight at you or at me or anyone who reads this card. He's looking straight at us, and he has his chin up, and he's really, that pose says, fucking try me. You think you can get away from me? Well, try me. You know, doesn't it? It's very powerful. And these two people down here, yeah, I can't put it in the words. It's just very powerful devil. And I absolutely love that. And the last one is from the Ostara Tarot. Again, it's just very beautiful card. I love this, that the devil has this skull head. I don't know what that is, antelope or something. And he has all these glass prisons for everyone on his shelf and in his hands. So yeah, this is very cool devil card as well. But this one is my all-time favorite devil card. It's so wonderful, and if I could, I wish I could have this like 10 times larger on my wall. This is so cool. I've been thinking about maybe rehoming the Ethereal Visions Tarot. I don't reach for it that often, but it has this card, and I love this devil, so I don't wanna let him go. So this is my favorite devil card. Then next we have the Tower. I have 4 cards. This is from the Ostara Tarot. Very traditional, but I love these white doves that are fleeing the tower. It's very beautiful. Next up we have the Tarot of Pagan Cats. I just love this cat. This little cat that's screaming and falling down. Poor little thing. Aww. Then we have this one from the Mystic Fairy Tarot. Again, very, very traditional, but I just like that it's this fairy house instead of a regular tower. And last, we have this from the English Magic Tarot, and this is depicting the Tower of London and the ravens, or the crows in there rather, the crows. And yeah, again, it's really cool, and the guidebook does a great job about talking about this card. But which one is my favorite? I like all of these again. It's going to be this one. Just this poor little kitty. Poor little kitty. So that's my favorite tower. Next up is favorite star card, and again I have quite a few cards for this. I have 5 cards. Yep. First one is from the Ethereal Visions card deck, and it's very beautiful, very serene and pretty star. Next one is from the Hanson Roberts. That actually is my go-to deck usually, and this is very beautiful star. Next is from the Everyday Witch Tarot, and very beautiful. This is from the Thelema Tarot. Again, very beautiful and very serene. And the last one is from the Ostara Tarot. I like how this person is flying after the star. It looks like they're flying like up in the sky, in the universe, but at the same time, because they're going downwards and not upwards, it feels like they're going down into the depths of the water or up the sky, down the water. So I really like that aspect of the card. Which is my favorite? This is a tough one. They're all so beautiful. Oh no, I cannot choose. Oh no. Okay, I'm just going to follow my gut feeling, and my gut is saying the Hansel Roberts. So this is a really beautiful card. So I'm going to pick that one to be my favorite. Next up is the moon, and again I have 4 cards for it. First one is from the Everyday Witch Tarot. The second one is from the English Magic Tarot. Then from the Tarot del Dios de los Tres and the Pirate Tarot. I really like the ghost ship of this card. I really like the colors in this card. I really like the bunny in this card. And again, I really love how what the guidebook says about this card. I really like this one, and I think this is my favorite. I love how the cat sees a panther on the reflection, and you have to think which one is the real. Is it actually a panther who's disguised as a cat, or is it a cat who sees himself or herself as a panther? So I like that food for thought. And of course I love just this image of a witch flying across the moon. I just love, and I have a plan of getting a tattoo of something similar to this, of a witch silhouette lying across the moon. So this is my favorite moon card. Yes, absolutely. We're almost there. We have the Sun card next. I have 3 cards for it. This is from the Tarot of Pagan Cats. This is from the Hansel Roberts. And this is from the Pirate Tarot. I really like this cat here. Like, he's gotten this huge fish that he can eat, and the sun is shining, and all is good for this cat. I really like this one too. It's just so pretty. I really love the art style of the Hansel Roberts. It's so beautiful. I love how the horse looks. I love the face on the sun. So that's really beautiful. And again, here I love that it's a cat face on the sun, and this cat is just chilling on this garden chair. So yeah, this one has to be my favorite. I just love, and it's so cheerful, this card to me. So yeah, that was my favorite Sun card. Next up I have the Judgment, and the first one that I'm going to show you is this one from well, it's just called a tarot, and my box is very beaten up. It looks like this. So I don't know what the actual name of this deck is, but look what my bunnies have done to this. This actually was my very first tarot deck ever, so I really love this deck, and I'm so so sad that the box has suffered so much. But anyway, this is a card from that deck. I really like the butterfly with a key. It's so simple, but at the same time, it's so fitting for the Judgment. Next up is from the Everyday Witch Tarot. Really like this picture. I love that she's playing a flute, and I love the colors, and it's just a very pretty card. And the last one is from the Tarot de los Dios dos Tres, and again, this just so colorful and so fun. I think this is Ganesh here, and it's really fitting. And these skeletons, they look like they are disco dancing, don't they? I love them. So this is my favorite Judgment card, absolutely. These two disco dancing skeletons. They're probably dancing to Staying Alive or something more than going Staying alive, staying alive. Okay. I'm so funny. I love it that I laugh at my own jokes. Okay, the last one. The World. I have 4 cards for this. Again, Tarot of the Pagan Cats. I love how he's thinking about this dream that this cat had of how he would someday be lying on a cushion and he has a bowl of milk aside him, and now he has reached that dream. I really like this card. This is from the Tarot at the End of the Rainbow. I'm really sad that I don't have the guidebook because I don't know actually what this is. I just really like how it looks. Maybe it's the Tree of Life. Maybe it's something else. If anyone knows, please tell me what this card is depicting. Please, I would really like to know. It's very beautiful, and for some reason it really speaks to me, even though I'm not actually sure what it actually is, but it really speaks to me. Next one is from the Ostara Tarot. I like how it's showing the earth, and there are the fixed signs of each element. On the corners, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. I really like that one. And the last one that I picked for this is the World from the Mystic Fairy Tarot. And it's really pretty. Now, which one is my favorite? This is a hard one again. I would pick this one if I actually knew what it is. I mean, I can read it intuitively, and it looks really cool, but I'm just so disappointed that I didn't have the guidebook, so I can't know what this exactly is. So I think I'm going to pick this one from the Pagan Cats as my favorite world. So there were my favorite Major Arcana. Let's lay them out here. I can't fit all of them in the frame, obviously, but let's just look at them one more time. This was super fun. It's been an hour almost exactly that I've been filming this video. It's been super fun, and yeah, I hope you found it entertaining or anything really. If you watched, please comment something below. Let me know if you if you agree with me on these picks, or if you would have picked something different or whatever. And I will probably go back to YouTube and watch some more 22 faves videos, because there are so many of them, and I really like this tag, and I had so much fun. And thank you for watching, and I probably again won't be posting any videos anytime soon. Apparently I don't do that. So I'll see you when I see you again. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.